And we're live. Hello, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Last time there was a whole lot of combat, and the time before that there was a lot of combat, so if you're interested in combat, you should go back and watch those things. But basically, there's a whole lot of enemies around here that all got spiked and insect plagued to death. Main antagonists here, Valen and Oladan, were causing some havoc, summoning a demon, a big monkey demon, and slashing people with the darkened blade. To which Valen, after being smashed against the ceiling with a bone pillar, came tumbling down and cut Micaiah in half. So she's quite dead. We even saw her soul come out of her body and get sucked into the darkened blade. So that happened. Then Varys did manage to get the blade out of Rillen's hands for a moment and was holding onto it with Ailey for a second there. But unfortunately got shot out of it by Valen. And yeah, that's pretty much where they're at with him at the moment. He's got the sword back. But Oladan decided to transform himself, do his demon transformation, and has become a Belor. Yeah. Big, nasty demon. That is the same type of demon that the Rikus's bone sword came from. Which has been interesting. Yeah. That's pretty much where we're all at. We're at the top of the round at the moment. With Varys. So you've just come out of the days you were in holding the sword. You were technically on your knees, not fully prone. I won't make you use your movement for any of that stuff.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You notice that Ailey has been ripped away by the whip from this Belor. That the sword has left your hands, and Rillen is standing over you with it once again.
Valen is holding it once more.
Yes.
How is the party looking?
Quick look around. Ailey's looking a bit hurt. Everil, now that they've come out of their fire form, is also looking a bit hurt. Not nearly as bad as Ailey, but hurt.
Okay.
The Rikus is a bit hurt, but still could take a few more blows. Jun is probably looking at one or two more blows as well. And you know what state you're in.
Yeah. More just scanning to see who's looking the worst off out of our group.
Yeah, Ailey for sure is extremely bloodied. Cuts and bruises all over them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I do this? Alright, I'm going to... the game is paused.
Unpaused.
Yeah. I'm going to shift around here so that I'm flanking with Jun. I'm going to use the extra attack I get from my boots.
Yep.
To aim for his wrist, trying to disarm him again.
Cool.
Using the enchanted pistol.
Cool. So straight roll as the disadvantage cancels out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 30.
Yep.
But you are in melee with him. Hold on, he should be at...
I think he only gets up to like a 27 or something.
Yep, that is true. He will need to make a Constitution saving throw here. And he will make it. He'll barely hold on.
But he did try and parry me just then?
He did.
Okay. I am going to... With my full action, I'm going to use the Zoltmal family necklace to heal Ailey.
Okay. That's... Yep, you see, you pull one of the beads and push it out towards Ailey, and you see just a beam of purple energy just zip past everybody, like through the arm and leg of the Baylor, smack right into Ailey and instantly close all of their wounds.
Awesome. Still have one of those left. So it's a full action to give somebody else to feed somebody else a healing potion.
Yes.
What would it be to just pass it to them? Would that be a bonus?
Yes, I'm considering that in the bonus section.
Cool. Varys is going to shift back over here to be next to Jun, and is going to pass him a... what have we got left? We've got a potion of greater healing. So I'm going to pass that over.
Okay.
Cool.
Was that in the bag of holding, or did you have that?
In the bag of holding, yeah.
Okay. Grab that out of there.
Cool. And then Varys is going to move over to the other side of Rillen to be flanking. So anybody else that wants to come up and fight him.
Cool.
No, a turn.
All right. Well, that'll be Ailey's turn. They're feeling rejuvenated after that. Still old, though, unfortunately. Just they kind of like look at their wrinkled hands like, damn it! But we'll go in for the stabby stab on the Baylor as they're going to get their... they're going to get a natural 20 on their sneak attack. So...
Double those sneaking dice.
Sneak attack. And then critical damage. That's a fat chunk of damage done to this Baylor. And then we'll hit them with the short sword of sharpness. And they will not hit. That's fine. They'll shoot up into the air. Stay out of trouble. Cool. Avril. What's the plan?
I don't know if I've got no more plans, Dan.
Hmm.
Shit gone bad. I mean, stuff.
It's okay. I'm on class now.
We swear here.
We swear. Yeah.
I do worse than swear.
I was gonna say, don't you be outing me.
That could mean anything.
Who is the baddest guy at the moment? It's this dude, right?
He is
Like,
certainly the baddest guy.
Yeah.
In respect to how much everybody seems to hate him. But this guy does just a big chunk of hit points. So it's up to you. This guy is going to require a little bit more finesse, as you've seen. Everyone is specifically trying to get the blade off of him, and other things don't seem to be working. So it's whether or not you want to just, chunk damage or try and do something here with this guy.
I feel as though none of my Tricksy Hobbit's tricks are going to work. It makes me sad. Yep, no, that will hurt my friends. Don't touch that one. I'm going to attempt to... Oh no, that won't help you get the sword off them either, will it? If I polymorph the person it will not force them to drop the sword. It would be absorbed into them as being like worn or carried, right?
Yes. Roll me an Arcana check.
Hmm. That one.
Yes, strictly because it is a wielded item, it would meld into the new form.
Which will not help us.
No.
No. Okay, I will add more blades to the fight. I will be helpful. I am going to animate objects.
Okay.
I would like to animate as many daggers as I have in my own inventory, plus any daggers that I can see lying around on the field from the other bad guys that like I can have up to I can't remember how many of them I can have.
Up to
There's
10
I can have
non-magical
quite
objects.
a number of them. Yeah.
And if they're just daggers or swords,
Yep. Is it tiny or small?
I'm looking. Medium count as 2, large count as 4, huge count as 8. Can't anything larger than huge. So I would consider your daggers tiny and any swords as small, but they both count as 1. So you get 3 daggers. Oh boy.
Yeah. I can have up to 10 blades smacking. I mean, everyone else is trying to ram them with blades. I figure I should join in, right?
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some stuff. I don't have the things for this. Let me copy this guy. Duplicate.
I apologize for giving you a challenge.
No, it's fine. That's what we're here for. Right. Change this token. Token. Give me sword. Dagger, please. Dagger, please.
Dagobah? I mean, what? No, wrong game.
Dagobah system? No. That will not be of use to you here, I'm afraid.
No way.
Which thing is it in? Here it is. Okay, cool. Equipment. No, weapons? Weapons. Daggers. There we go. Okay. Let me change that as well. Thick. That one. Done. Cool. So, they're going to be square for now, because that's what you're going to get. Those are your daggers. So 3 of those. And change this guy as well to swords. Sword. Okay. So it's 3, 4, 5.
They weren't using them anymore. That's my argument.
Exactly.
They didn't. They you know. You
Why did
snooze,
then?
you lose. AKA, we murder goblined you, and now you must deal with the consequences.
Basically, yeah. Why did that not change the token? Every gosh dang time. Swords. Update token. There's one there. There. Just so I can get rid of these skeletons. That was a zombie. Skeleton. Skeleton up here. Skeleton up here. That's 7. You have 10. But I think that's the white was using this one as well. That will be all the swords that you can see, swords and daggers. Which is 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're one short, unfortunately, but hey, that's a whole lot of things helping you that you didn't have before.
I'm gonna keep those. For future use of this spell. Who needs to go to a shop?
That's fair.
Because it's feeling a bit inadequate with the one spirit whip in here.
I mean, this isn't going to do nearly enough damage compared to
I
your
know,
thing.
but like, I'm trying.
It looks cool. It looks so cool.
It's cinematic, the idea that Avril's like, oh, I'm sorry, flame off, swords. I raise them up like the death metal pineapple hand and yeet them in your general direction.
I mean, Everill's magic as well is quite a little bit more sinister. So you see them like pull their cloak to reveal the 3 daggers that they normally use for this spell, and like red light flickers across them and flips them out into a circle around her, and then you see the same like beads of red light that look exactly like the spell casting of Fireball being flicked out. So it's immediately, for all of you who've seen that spell, go, whoa! But it doesn't ignite or anything as it passes through things and just whips around the bodies of these skeletons all over the place, and you see their swords sort of ignite in flame visually and fly up in the same fashion, spinning around, ready to do damage. So that is your action, and you can use your bonus action to command these to move and attack as necessary.
I would love if they all could attack this lovely wee bad dude here. Primarily in their upper body. I'm hoping to effectively get them to do one of those things where they try and shield their face, and therefore they're more likely to expose the sword hand and potentially have it wrestled from them. So I would love to have a whole bunch of blades piling into them.
Okay. Well, let's then... They can move... How far can they move?
And seeing as many of these are light weapons, they should be finesse and dex-based weapons, correct? Especially daggers, that will be rolling off the dex stat instead of the strength, correct?
So their attack stat is listed here. So they have
The
a...
tiny ones will get them on a 19 or a 20.
So they can all move 30 feet. So who can get there? He cannot get there, but these ones can all get there. So I will move... Okay. This is going to be fun. So he can get... Let's move him as far as he's going to go. Just going to be there. So... and then let's just... it's going to be 3 daggers and 5 swords. Let me write this down somewhere. Just put them in one big clump. Swords. And then just put them here. Delete the rest of these. Okay, so the daggers Yes, +8 to hit. So if you want to roll 3 d20s, we'll see if any of those hit. Well,
Hey, one of them got a crit.
Nice.
okay, that's a +8.
Yay!
I have to
Roll
do
a
math.
dagger possible.
24.
Random bullshit go.
Yeah, 24, 19, and a crit. Okay, so, yeah, he's definitely going to do what you want him to do, which does mean that he's going to get some defense bonus here, but the crit will still hit. So roll me a d4 +4, and there's going to be crit damage. So, yeah, roll another d4. So 2d4 +4.
2d4 +4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. 10 damage. And now roll the 5 swords, so that's 5 more d20s. Alright.
Dang, no crits.
Can't happen all the time. It's 21. Wait, no, it's 6 to hit, not 8. It's 19, 23. Yeah, none of those are going to hit. But your effect, the thing you wanted to achieve, has been achieved, as a lot of blades have just come for him. He has done his absolute best to deflect as many of them as possible. One of them has gotten him in a really good spot, but now he has got his sword out, is defending himself with it as much as possible. So anyone going for it will not get disadvantage opposed on their attack. Cool. So that's action and bonus action. Cool. Thoricus.
Well, I basically just got let's stab things going on.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action with my spirit weapon to try to have a go at Valen. Specifically trying to disarm him.
Cool. So again, this is going to be at just a regular attack, thanks to all these daggers coming in.
Yes. Okay. My god. Where do I even...
Spells,
That's
just...
spells, there we go.
And then just roll it, but don't use a spell slot.
Don't use things, yes. Found it.
Okay, 14 will not hit, I'm afraid.
No, it was worth a go though.
Sure was.
But I'm gonna use my main attack on this gargantuan beast in front of me,
Fair enough.
using Mother's approval,
Cool.
because it seems like way too much fun.
Alright, from memory, let me just look back here. You failed a charisma check. Yes, please roll this at advantage.
Advantage?
Yeah. You still get another attack, but that one will not hit.
Yes.
But you
Well,
are hearing whispers in the back of your mind.
do I get that at
Yes,
advantage
yeah,
as well?
you still do. Yes, yes.
Yes!
And then what?
And do shit all damage, dang.
Hey, it's still damage. It's still damage. But that is bonus action and action. Do you want to move at all?
There's no way for me to move without being squashed, so
Fair enough.
I think I'm in a good bad spot.
Okay. Jin.
Right. How is Jin doing? Even I don't know.
Right.
Well,
That's not Jun. That's a different character.
you've been handed a potion of greater healing from Varys. Otherwise, you see Rillen in front of you, who's defending himself from a flurry of both real blades that seem like they're on fire and a spectral blade as well.
Does he have my hex on him as
He
well?
does currently have your hex on him as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking hack
Sorry.
Scythe to the face. Sorry?
DM, a mechanical question. Are
Yep.
these technically occupying their spaces?
Yeah. Yes. So there's a current flurry of blades occupying that space. This one's not fully occupying its space. It's just a spectral weapon. So this is not a flanking maneuver.
Yeah.
And I wasn't giving flanking bonuses for just a flurry of blade anyway. It's not a real creature.
I didn't think that was the case. It was more for whether or not Jun could move into one of those spaces. To get...
Yeah. So Jun can move. Yeah, Jun would not want to move here. there's a lot of blades in there.
In fairness, unless I tell them to stabby McStab, they won't. It's just that if you walk through them, it might not be. It's like walking through a field of cacti.
Exactly. There is currently 8 blades swinging around there. Whether or not they're not actively trying to get you or not, that's...
If I were to move here, is that flanking with Varys?
No, you'd have to be completely adjacent. So he would have to be here. But either way, you're not... So because of the daggers, at least, you are not getting disadvantaged on attacks directly aimed at his wielding. So if that was your goal, you would still get straight rolls for that.
Let's do that then.
Yeah. 26 will hit. That's a Constitution saving throw from him. And he makes it. He is still holding on to that sword. That is his lifeblood. 19 will not hit, I'm afraid.
Boo. Jun is gonna hiss in his face and then drink the potion of greater healing.
Good move. Roll that bad boy and I'll heal you. Cool. 13 points of healing applied. Okay. So, within 6 seconds, there's just a lot of stuff going on in this area. Bunch of daggers and floating swords flying at Rillen, floating purple sword as well, and good few thrusts of a big ass scythe, and he is masterfully deflecting and parrying, and just it is an unnatural movement that he has to pull all of this off. And even when you get good whacks on the pauldron, sort of no, it's not pauldron, is it? It's just the wrist armor, I guess. Gauntlets, yeah. On his gauntlets, you can see that you're chunking in and you're hitting something on the inside, and any human like he is would absolutely it would be very damaging to a normal human, and it is not successfully done so. Yeah. But now that it is Rillen's turn, he has finally suppressed enough of these attacks that he readies up his own, and you see green fog pool around the blade. Is a 27 to hit you, Varys?
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a 20 slashing damage to you. And this is going to come with a bit of smiting. power in there. Where's the bloody thing for it? He's going to put in another... no. Okay, put in a first level spell slot into that. So that's another 2d8. Of necrotic damage. That's 7 points of additional necrotic damage. Apply that to you. And then as this strikes across you, you feel the necrotic, the green fog sort of penetrate your body and take away some of your vitality as it drains through you. You hear him not saying this out loud, but like in your mind, in the same way that you say things. Enough. This is enough. And then another swing will come down. It's a 28.
Yep. I'm down.
And that'll bring you down. And the last thing that you hear, Varys, is him saying, "Your fight has been enough. My lord will cleanse these realms of the sickness known as life." And I'll get you to make that Constitution save for me there.
Sure.
And you make it. But Varys is unconscious. Prone. Making death saving throws. Valen is now going to move. And it's that teleporty thing, but it is still technically a movement. So, Jun, you can make a opportunity attack, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. This one will be a disadvantage if you're going for the sword.
No, I'm just gonna stab him because
Just gonna stab
John's
him?
fucked off with him.
Fair enough. All right, you stick your scythe in, like, right under the plate armor and feel like it's sinking into where a heart would be in his chest. And he just pulls it out and steps away without even showing any pain on his face. And you see him sort of blip through space. Suddenly he is over here. And now all of you hear him say, "I am done with you pests. All are done. See it done." And he is getting ready to leave. And Aladan gives out a little bit of a grunt in his demon form, and will attempt to make a longsword attack on Thrakis. That'll hit. That'll not hit. I mean,
Swing and a miss.
swing and a miss. And we'll try to whip Jun. It's an 18. Will hit Jun. Please make that strength saving throw there, Jun.
Sure. Oh,
Right. And
Jun
that
is not strong today.
Jun is not strong today. And that is 20 slashing and 10 fire. So that is applied to you, and you get pulled over here. And that is Oladan's turn. Right. Varys, at the end of your turn, can I get you to make a death saving throw, please?
Yep. failure.
There's one failing death save from Varys. Right. Ailey. F's in the chat. Indeed. Oh dear. Okay. What is Ailey going to do? Ailey's just sort of out the gate. Like, you can never really tell what they're gonna do. All right, let's see if they are pissed off enough for this. No, I'd say they keep their cool enough to not just instantly chase after Oladan, but we'll go for the stabby stab. I mean, chase after Rillen. Not Oladan, he's right there. 18 will not hit. Shots on aliveness. Will hit. And then we get the sneak attack. There's no other enemies are around. And it is solid 21 points of damage. And then back up into the air. And it's the cool. Avril.
Yep. Yes.
What's the plan?
Stabby McStab.
Fair enough.
Because they stick around for a wee bit.
Yeah, I think they're like 10 minutes.
Yep. However,
No, one
in order
minute.
to stabby McStab, I will have to spend at least part of my turn looking around. Because I can't see where they went.
Yeah, so they went quite far away. So
Oh yeah, that way. No, in front of me. Never mind. I
Yeah.
see them now.
yeah, so the guy that was there went
Yep.
all the way
It was
down
just
here.
the borderline of the hat. I was going.
Yep.
Okay. How many Benny is that?
That's quite a distance. Your things can only move 30.
85 Benny from where I am.
Yeah, so it'd be 75 for this guy, 85 for this, 90 for that guy, 85 to 90 for that guy. For you, yeah, 80 if you want to walk over there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your swords can only go 30.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they better wander over that way.
Okay, so you're gonna.
Are they right? Around a creature. I'm looking for ranges. Aha!
Mm-hmm.
I should like to spell Vortex Warp. Because I magically twist space around another creature I can see within range of 90 feet. They are still within range.
That is true.
I can teleport them if they fail the con saving throw back to us, which would be
All right.
great. So.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Fingers crossed.
please.
All right, go ahead. Roll your. It needs to.
When I
like,
cast this, it's a little higher. Okay, no, it's just further distance. It's not that it's I was trying to see if it would increase the DC or anything, but.
Fair enough. All right, let's make a Constitution save of 16. Now this is a magical effect, so he does have advantage on this one. It's just.
Can he have disadvantage for being a butt?
No, that in fact usually gives advantage, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Does make that.
Ugh.
So you see that you push out with your mind, and you see the edges of space, like exactly the same way as like a heat wave forms. This is perfectly apt for your kind of magic. Like starts to ripple around him, and you see the space warp, and then just the green fog or something about him has just pushed that off entirely, pushing your brain out and restoring the world.
Sadness. I will still move all of my bullshit closer, but you hang on.
Oh, you want
Is
to
it
check this guy?
cost me yeah, that's what
It's
I
a-
was just thinking. Does it
it's a
cost me?
Bonus
it's a
action to command him. Yeah.
I would like to bonus action to command all random bullshit go at the shadow dick butt instead.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So put
yep,
all the
I'm
swords
so
together
good at
now.
today.
Perfect. Put all the swords
Such words.
together. So that's three d20s for the daggers.
And again, I'm being careful with them not to hit my friends. Just gonna make sure I clarify that.
Yeah. Don't hit friends. Hit this guy, please.
I'm just before, someone randomly decides to be like that DM, just in case. Not saying you are, but just in case.
I mean, if any of them roll natural ones, I'm sorry how this is gonna play.
Oh, okay.
So, the
Alright, what am I
daggers,
rolling first?
three d20s for the daggers, and we'll see what you get.
There you go.
Right, we've got 19, 15, and 18. And they're +8 to hit, I believe. Yes, so they all hit. So
Yay!
please roll. That'll be 3d4 plus 12.
Ta-da!
21 points of damage. Alright, now, swords. Roll 6 d20s.
Oh, I didn't put a space, so it got mad at me. There we go.
Okay.
I'm very glad that I asked how to change the textures because it looks so much better now.
Okay, those are +6 to hits.
Yeah, they weren't great.
No, none of those hit, I'm afraid. So all three of the daggers get him real good, like right in the stomach, and all the swords go wide. But that will be your action and bonus action. Do you want to move at all?
I will stay back here in the safety zone. To be fair,
Fair enough.
given my level of squishiness, I think I'm quite happy where I am.
Fair. Cool.
Unless there's something glaringly obviously behind me, but I wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't know. The Ruckus, you're up.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Man, he did fuck off a long way, didn't he?
He did.
Well, he's out of my range now. Okay. Let's... I guess we're doing the same thing as last time. Because... Except I'm using my bonus action to cast... But, yeah, to... Spirit Weapon the guy in front of me.
Cool.
Hey!
That'll hit. 10
Yay!
force damage.
And then I'm gonna do some sword stabbing.
That advantage.
Oh. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah!
More.
Yes, there is more, but I got that at advantage. Oh god!
Yep.
It's just real bloodthirsty, that's why it's red.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Every strike you're hearing this voice in the back of your mind, like whisper extremely loudly, essentially. as your blade knows exactly where to hit, exactly where to poke, as you jab two good cuts into the center of this Baylor. That is bonus action and action. No movement.
See no point in moving.
Cool.
I'm in stabbing distance at this point.
Fair enough. All right, Jin.
How did Jin get over there?
The whip from the Baylor pulled you over. She failed that strength check.
Of course. I think Jin's quite angry. But I don't think he has any other actions at this point other than just stabby stab. So he's gonna slash at the Baylor.
Alright. That'll hit. More good cuts.
And it again.
And it'll hit again.
Oh.
Just 1,000 cuts.
I guess while he's doing that, he'll like dance around it like this. Like never leaving.
You're right.
Could even go one more.
It's like a special way to do this. I mean, look.
I don't know how to measure this.
That'll be hold on. There to there to there. That's 25 feet.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. He's gonna be there for the moment.
Cool. Alright. Roland will disappear from view.
I can't move my hex off Rillen, can I? Because he's still alive.
Let me look here. Spell hex. I would say, even if once it does drop off, you will not have the spell again available because it's not dropping to 0. Oh, actually, hold on. Well, the rules are very specific about if the target drops to 0 before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to curse a new creature. And technically, Roland's health dropped to 0 multiple times in that fight. So yeah, you can absolutely re-hex this guy if you feel like it.
Yes, I would like to use my bonus action to move the hex to that fucking wank face that we're trying to stab.
Cool. Let me just see if the same is true for Thyracus's hunters. Slayer's Prey? Slayer's Prey. Yeah, same thing would be a third. No, this doesn't even specifically state. Yeah, that one's different, I'm afraid. Anyway, that's 2 attacks and movement, so that's Jun. Rillen's gone. Oladan is up. He is going to... he's had a lot of trouble getting a hit on you, Thyracus, so he is going to swing around at Jun.
Aw.
And that is going to knock Jun out, I'm afraid.
No! Bastard!
Yep, it
Um,
truly is.
Jun
I'm the
is
one
now
stabbing you, you dick.
conscious and run. And then they're going to try and whip Ailey out of the air. That'll miss. Especially at range. That is their turn. Varys, end of your turn. Death saving throw, please.
Yep.
That is a success.
1 success, 1 failure.
Alright. Ailey's turn. I mean, Ailey just gonna do what Ailey does.
Does they have any kind of healing, seeing that all their friends are down?
No. They have a tiny bit of healing, I guess. Let's see if they even think about doing that, shall we? Nope.
Yeah, it looks like a no to me.
And that one hits. What's the sharpness? 10 slashing damage and their sneak attack. $15. Cool. I will say that they at least use their movements to get on the other side of Voladan to try and get towards Jun as well. But yeah. Avril,
Yep.
what's the plan?
The plan, Stan, starting to look at my friends, slash prison captors, who you know, they're starting to drop like little flies, and that concerns me greatly. So I would like to maneuver. Is this dude still alive here?
It's a bone pillar.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was just checking that I was not being stupid.
Yep.
I will skadoodle. And I will face a different way. There we go. Now I can see more things. And I am going to attempt to help the poor wee thing in front of me. And help to stabilize, or at least bring back, or do anything useful.
Okay, so it's just like you're gonna like try and pour a health potion down his gullet, or you're just gonna try and like medicine check
I'm
him?
thinking so.
Okay. Cool.
I have, how many do I have? Where's the quantity? I
In your
have
inventory.
a potion of greater healing. I would like to open wide and jab down said mouth gently, with much love and care.
Perfect. Roll that for me.
I will throw that.
All right.
Well, there's a couple of 4s. That's helpful.
That is pretty good.
Yep.
I'll apply that healing to Varys.
Yep.
They're awake with a splotter.
You splutter, Avril immediately goes, ew, and drops you.
Yeah, that reads.
Yeah. Alright, so that is your action. Still
My
have a bonus.
bonus action, stabby McStab stab.
Alright, roll 3 20/20s.
There you go, boss. Those were terrible. Would you like the 60/20s?
Hold on. There's 2 of those will hit, so that's 2... because they're plus 8s. So that's 2d4 plus 8.
Okay. There you go.
1 damage.
Oh dear.
Cool. Now roll them 6 60/20s.
And here's a roll I prepared earlier.
Ooh!
Hey, there's a 20!
Okay. Those are plus 6s. So 1. So only 2 of those hit, but one of them's a crit. So that'll be 3. I have to go back and find out what those are.
I was gonna say I've still got it open if you need.
Yeah, 3d8 plus 4.
Man. Getting some very, very namesake FPAV rolls today.
Yeah, you guys have done a shitload of damage to this thing. There's big cuts and gouges out of it. More daggers and swords slice into it. It is very, very angry.
Everyone would like to vocalize the word "rar" before ending my turn.
Got it. Reaction. Cool.
So is Everil Rose supposed to be a pseudonym for average rolls? Or?
That's gonna get the Ruckus.
No, not intentionally.
Sorry, didn't mean to
But
roast
it is
you.
now.
Okay, here's my spirit weapon coming in
Alright.
for a stab,
That'll hit 4 damage.
and I'm leaning into this because the Ruckus is getting angrier and angrier, seeing what these stupid demonic people are doing to her friends.
All right. Well. That's fucking fantastic, actually. Well, you really lean into this. You let the blade guide your hand, and your first strike, you whip it up through its legs, cut one of its legs off, and then as
I think it
it
was going to be
falls,
something else.
as it falls down and on its stump of a leg, you bring the sword back down and cleave its head completely off. And it turns back into this elf that you know and hate.
Wimpy little bitch boy.
Can't wait to stab that
Mm-hmm.
and see what happens.
I mean, did he grow back a leg or?
Yes, so he's back to his normal elven shape and form. But you feel a heavy set elation come over the whisper in the back of your mind. Something in there is deeply appeased.
And
Yeah.
in all honesty, at this moment, the Ruckus can't tell the difference between it and her.
Fair enough.
Because
Alright, any
she
movement?
wants to kill these bastards.
Any movement at all? Going once?
I mean, I can't get closer to this guy.
That's
so
fair. Cool. Jun, at the end of your turn, I'll get you to roll
I'm
a...
not going after Rillin, he can just magic away, so.
That's fair. Yeah, Jun, at the end of your turn, please roll me a death saving throw.
Oh, Jin gets advantage on death saving throws.
That is true. It should automatically apply then? I don't know. Does it? No.
Where can I find death save?
It does not. So under attributes, underneath all your resources, it's on the right, there's death saves. To do it at advantage, hold shift.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. Just roll it again and I'll discount it. 13 is
13
pass.
Anything over a 10.
Let me correct this. There you go. You have passed your death saving. Oh, fuck.
2 successes.
Just one. Okay. Alright, Oladan is out of his thing. You see the green flickering stars that he had populated before he transformed start to reform in his hands. and float around his head like like an extremely large crown of items glowing around him. Then it's going to be his action. Yeah. That's pretty much all he's got at this point. Varys.
Yes.
So you've awoken to a crystal bottle in your mouth, shot up and splitted out, and are back in the waking world. And as soon as like you've finally taken in everything that's gone on in the past few seconds, you hear a voice split your mind. A very powerful voice, one that you've heard before, of a female elf. The Queen of Air and Darkness speaks to you. So you failed to collect the sword, I see. Do you need assistance?
Yes.
Well then, you feel that pain that you had in your eye that was up until now completely gone. You didn't even realize that it completely dissipated when you got into this chamber. You feel it split your head just as her voice did. But then you go to grab and clutch and be like, oh, my head, and you feel that your eye is liquefied and it is seeping down your face.
Oh.
Oh lord.
Ferris just starts screaming.
Yep. As that is the price you have paid to have a bunch of... let me find them. A bunch of the knights that you'd seen on parade outside of the castle of the Queen of Air and Darkness. Shadow step in exactly the same as you've seen Jamie do on occasion and her followers. Of course, with proper black smoke. They didn't want to settle for anything less. Swords drawn. It's one with a crossbow, all instantly at the arms, legs, and head and neck of Oladan, and hold him directly in place. And one of them reaches up, and smoke pours out of his gauntlet and completely smothers the green stars hovering above his head, dismantling that spell. And you see hover above Jun the spectral image of the crystal that the queen is contained in, but not her. You know that it's not actually the crystal. It's too small. It's not luminescent enough. But it hovers over them for just a moment, and they are restored to 1 hit point and awoken from unconsciousness.
God damn.
And you hear from the queen again, we will take this one to for questioning. Yes. It's a shame that you weren't able to collect the sword, but well, I guess we'll just have to deal with Baba Yaga then, won't we? And you feel a weight lift off your shoulders. You still, all of the pain subsides, but you still feel your left eye is completely gone. It is like liquefied and poured out of your eye socket. Yeah. And all of these guys, including Oladan, disappear into a ball of smoke. And that's the end of combat. Everyone's technically alive.
What the fuck? We have to go after Rillin.
Yeah, I think that's probably what Varus is going to do.
Okay. Are you guys going to start chasing
Fire.
that direction?
Yeah, exactly. He can't get away.
Yep, we're gonna start running after him at full tilt.
Okay.
Varus is sprinting, so he's likely to get there ahead of.
I see y'all start sprinting, and I go, "Want a hand?" Because I can vortex one of y'all ahead. Who is the first person to say yep?
Varus is already furthest away, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't be him.
he's moving super fast thanks to his boots.
I think I'm the healthiest, so
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will roll a vortex warp for you, and you can choose to fail your Constitution throw so that I can yeet you a significant distance.
oh yeah.
I believe that I can get you up to 90 feet from where you are.
Woohoo! Fun.
Oh, within 90 feet of me. Hang on.
Yep, so right up to the entrance.
I tried to measure it and it threw a hissy fit at me. Oh, there we go.
There.
One more.
Varus can do this. One more from you? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
You're
can
right.
get them one more.
Let me move that.
I can move me. There we go.
Varus is going to use an action to use the last charge of the family necklace and give himself 70 hit points.
Cool.
'Cause he's probably going to be the first to get to him.
So that's 50. So that's as far as you get in your what would be your turn, essentially. And yep, you get 70 hit points back.
I hope we can get back here so we can sort out Micaiah.
And then Thrakus in a dash action, which you get additionally. You would move an additional 60
so I get
feet.
my movement as well.
Yep, so you would get to here.
There?
Yep.
Ah, oh, jeez. Oop.
Cool.
I'm trying to come with you and my token will not. Oh, yep, there we go.
Lag, isn't it fun?
How far can we go?
Well, I will say that that's as far as you guys get in your turn. I would say that you all, you'll eventually decide to run after each other and make the distance. Eventually, Varus is going to catch up with Thrakus as he's able to do 100 feet of movement, at least for the next few minutes. But by the time
for quite a while.
How long does that? How long do those last?
It lasts for an hour.
A whole hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to be running the whole hour? Is the question, because
I mean, I guess kinda. If we're not encountering him,
okay.
Varus isn't stopping until he sees him.
Well, I don't have a map prepared for what you see, but there is a good number of caverns after this that you are that Varus is just full sprint running through. So he's only getting glimpses of what he sees, which is a couple of glowing mushrooms, the corpses of some elves, some shattered bones, a couple of dead zombies, just ghouls and things, other servants that were obviously brought through as sort of sacrificial lambs and stuff. And it's Varus just keeps running and running, passing through corridors until he reaches passing through a cave, essentially, until he reaches something that's more a semblance of an actual corridor, stonework in places, and you see the remnants of giant statues that seem to have been animated, that are completely crumpled and dead at the feet of more skeletons and zombies, until you come out the entrance to this place, wherever it is, into that sort of deserty alpine area, a little bit closer than where you guys got teleported. No, definitely closer to the castle than the entrance that you guys took. But as you glimpsed as you passed through it, a lot more dangerous. But you exit out into that and roll me a perception check.
Sure thing.
All right, you see on the ground nearby a set of large, heavy footprints that you can only imagine are his. You'd need a real tracker to really discern that, but it does look like there was a small pause here, but you don't see the steps that he took after and before this. You're imagining that he is just teleporting way faster than you can possibly move. And you notice now that none of your compatriots have been able to keep up. And you don't know where. There does not appear to be a direction for you to be able to go. At least not without a good tracker.
Okay, well, I guess I wait then, because there doesn't seem to be anything else that I can do.
Cool. All right. So it's a full hour on that. So it's only taking you, about 10 minutes to get out running at full speed. Anyone else? Take them a couple more minutes. So you're only waiting there for 5-10 before everyone has finally caught up with you. Thoricus, you may roll a survival check to see if you can discern where he has gone off to. This will be at disadvantage, as it is there's not really steps, it is partial steps. That has not shown that.
Rolled it and then and disadvantaged it, and it's just not showing the disadvantage.
That's fine. This one was lower anyway.
Yeah.
This one was lower anyway. With a 13, you can guess that he teleported, continued to Shadow Step, sort of into the mountain ranges. But yeah, you imagine that if he is continuing a straight line over this, then he has gone like either through or over the mountains here, and without like proper mountaineering gear, there's no way that you guys are getting over that, and it will significantly slow you down. And Varus probably won't even make it there before his boots run out.
On realizing this, Varus doesn't even consciously do it, but she uses thaumaturgy, and it ends up just letting out this incredibly loud, gut-wrenching roar at him escaping.
Jun joins in the roar. Like, weirdly loud for someone who doesn't have thaumaturgy.
I mean, you have Dragon Mantle, I guess that's enough.
I was gonna say, very dragony for someone that...
Yeah, he's gonna summon the Dragon Mantle and join the roar with the dragon kind of misty, smoky wings and dragon maw and everything kind of sitting around him. Just roar.
And Ailey was not sure exactly what's going on, but will still cast their fire breath, dragon roar, and just scorch the earth around you guys.
Does the scorched earth reveal anything to us?
Not really.
Yeah, didn't think so.
It's just dirt underneath, I'm afraid. It appears that he has managed to get away with the Darkened Blade.
I'm gonna wander up very slowly because it takes me so much longer on my diddy little legs to get to y'all.
I mean, we probably would meet you halfway because after
Yep.
that, Thrakus is going to turn straight around and start marching off back towards the chamber.
I want to very gently reach and gently tug on Varys's sleeve. What do we do about the nice lady?
That's why I'm marching back to the chamber.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Varys follows.
I mean, we're out of combat. Can I just move?
Yeah.
Jun's gonna follow as well, and he's just quietly seething.
Good, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Varys just continues onward.
So it's going to take you guys, now that Varys is no longer magically speedy and you're somberly walking and not running. It'll take you about, 15 minutes to half an hour to get through. Luckily, all of the obstacles and creatures that would have stood in your way have been dealt with. You guys don't have to deal with any of that. Make your way back into the chamber and back here within half an hour.
Would I be able to take the world's most awkward timing to go and pick up all of my animated swords and shit off of the battlefield?
I mean, none of us are paying attention to you.
Yeah.
All of y'all are walking somberly forwards, and everyone's like, I'm just gonna quietly, like, if no one minds, make like this giant clanging stack of swords and daggers in her arms, and is like walking forwards, trying to walk up somberly behind you, like clang, 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 clang. Sorry.
Roll a dexterity check.
Hopefully I'm not dead.
Yep. You don't cut yourself or anything.
Good.
And you don't like make a terrible record, like you don't drop any of them or anything. It's just a light clanging of you. Like to anyone else, it would seem like you're like you're fully equipped, right? Like any fighter with lots of weapons would make the sort of noise that you're making.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, like, every time there's a decent clinking noise. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So you've
it's
come
me and
upon Micaiah's body. You see that the sword has, thanks to Varys's last-minute deflection, the sword has come down, swiped off her right ear, and come down in her clavicle and separated her torso to her midriff. And there's just guts and viscera spilling out.
I turn to Varys and I say, I'm sorry, but the Revivify scroll won't work. It's been too long.
Her soul was in the sword. She wouldn't have made it back anyway.
But I did save one spell for this, and I will cast a Gentle Repose at level 3 on her body.
You see as Thrakus gently touches the unblemished skin on one side of her. You see a purple light just sort of shimmer across her flesh. you've seen this sort of magic before that Thoracus has done. You understand what it's for.
I better remove my copper piece as well. This is why we keep copper around.
Yeah.
We should
As I place it on her eye.
we should lay her somewhere.
We should bring her with us.
We need to take her to Jamie.
Oh, that's way better. Let's do that.
That's why I did gentle
Really?
repose. Not just so that she doesn't come back, but so that we can try to get her back. I'm like, we need to get her to Jamie. And we need to free her soul from the dagger. Or the sword, whatever the fuck it is.
I mean, shit,
Magical-
yeah, under these
Yeah.
circumstances, fuck death. Let's bring her. And
Yep.
Jun starts, like, collecting up some means of holding her together and carrying her.
I'll say as a note, Thoracus has a mortuary kit and is perfectly suited for making sure that she is all together.
So, in other words, we should probably long rest here, as weird a place as it is. We're screwed, and I'll stitch her up.
Yeah, Jun's, like, meanwhile busy going and getting, like, rope and whatever the equivalent
Yeah.
of a black plastic bag. Like,
well,
trying to
we-
be helpful, but also, like, normally just is like, oh, death is a thing.
I mean, luckily with this spell, she probably shouldn't, like, drip.
Yeah, she won't drip
Yeah,
her.
it
She's not gonna.
It
Yeah.
preserves the body. It
But-
doesn't
but-
start decaying.
Avril
Yeah.
like puts down the ridiculous amounts of swords and offers the bedroll for wrapping.
Oh, bless.
It's like a bag.
Yes, but you deserve to sleep.
I can
And
sleep.
we have
I've got a hat. It's very comfy.
many, and we have many corpses around us to pillage for fabric.
I found this!
This is more comfy.
Oh, bless.
This one was wearing a robe.
A robe works very well.
I
And I'll just turn and look at Varys like, it's gonna your say, buddy.
Huh?
Oh, love.
And if you want
Um,
to put her in a robe, do whatever. I mean, she's not here. Her soul's not here.
we're gonna get it back.
I know.
And Jun just, like, out of nowhere kind of just really solemnly goes up to Varys and just then kind of kneels down and hugs him.
Varys hesitates for a second, but he returns the hug.
And then Jun repeats, we're gonna get her back.
I know.
Okay. So, long rests.
Yeah.
Right.
This is like a home for Jun. He's like, yeah, this is totally where I used to sleep all the time. I'm good.
This is a cave underneath the crypt. Yes, this is
Yeah.
Jin's home
It's perfect.
with zombies and skeletons everywhere. It's perfect.
He has the best sleep he's had in a long time.
Tharkus is gonna need help stitching her up because she's only got one hand.
Yes.
And
Jun would like to help if Thoracus is open to Jun's help as opposed to someone else's help.
Tharkus is very open to anything at the moment. She's all soft and squishy and like, friend's dying and
And we would,
And also
be like,
dealing
oh,
with the loss of an arm.
I can be an arm.
Ailey, you need to sit your old ass down and take a minute.
But now I'm old, I'm good at knitting and sewing.
I think you have to practice for that.
No.
Oh my god. Ailey, this is very important. Look at me, Ailey.
Hmm?
You looking?
Yes?
That copper has to stay on her.
I don't want
Body.
I don't know yucky copper. It's fine.
That was not convincing. I don't even have to roll for that one.
Okay, I won't touch it.
If
Friends are more
touch
important
it,
than copper.
it is, but also if you don't touch it,
No, that, but
when we revive her, I will give you a platinum.
you got it. Deal.
We gotta remember that.
I'll
gotta tell-
I'll write it down so that because Ailey will
Make
not
sure-
forget that.
Yeah, you have to tell Pyro for sure. But yeah, just important. Like, important enough that I will be, like, making sure to wrap her face so it stays in place, even though I think the magic also does, yeah,
Kind of does, yeah.
but has to stay there for the spell to work, so. And I'm new to this stuff, no matter how much bravado Thoricus has about it.
Mhm.
She's new to death magic of any kind. This is necromancy.
White is yes. Cool. All right. Well. So, long rests. Who is? I'm guessing that Thoricus is going to take first watch.
Yeah, because I'll be stitching. Was Jun helping me?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll the two of us.
Okay. Varys, do you think that you would be able to sleep? I'm kind of feeling like you're probably not.
Yeah, no.
But you'd
I
probably
don't think
be
he is.
exhausted after losing an eye.
Yep, but
Yeah, no, I think he just sits down with his back to the pillar and doesn't move. Just stares off into the distance.
right. Well, I'll get
Jun-
perception checks.
I can stay up.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to take watches. You don't want to stay up, like... Wait, we'll wake you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So perception check
Someone's
from
gotta sleep.
Thoricus, perception check from Jin.
Man, mine is
Yep.
not good. But I'm very distracted by trying to sew up my friend's corpse
With one arm.
one-handed and coming to terms with the fact that I have one arm.
Yep.
Ah.
I mean, you look over at Varys, who currently only has one eye.
Yep.
Really? Who is currently
Yes, I'm-
very old.
And I'm carefully stitching my friend's
it the
ear
same
back onto her
side?
corpse.
It is Varys's left eye and Thoricus' left arm. So yes, it's the same side.
What about
No.
Micaiah's ear.
Micaiah was right side. Right ear and right.
Yeah.
Right
Okay,
shoulder.
so it's nothing spooky. It's just happens. He was kind and chose Thoricus' not dominant hand.
Yeah.
I mean, kind is a relative term.
Well, I did not
Yes.
put two and two together, but the man, point blank, asked me completely out of context, would you rather lose like
Fingers or arms?
fingers or an arm? And I was like, oh god, like an arm, because the fingers just gross me out. Like I have this whole thing about losing digits. It's just That's just me though. It is completely impractical. And then the man pulls this and then says it was my choice. Don't live with your DM.
You're like, secretly, everything is about D&D.
No trust. No trust.
Anyway.
Thrakus absolutely would have rather to have just lost fingers. Not me though.
Anyway, so I'm assuming that there's going to be no active perception there from you, Varys.
Nope.
That's fine. Yeah, actually, hold on. Now that I think about
How
it,
long have we actually known Micaiah?
she is the first elf you met outside of Jamie. So
Feels like years.
it's been a good. I mean, yeah, that's real life. It's
has
been
actually
years.
been years since we
Yeah,
met
for
her, to be
us,
fair.
yes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, in game, I'm just like,
In game, it has
Yeah,
been
it's been like-
a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
gotta be at
I think
least
it
a month.
was closing in on a month, I think, before we went to the Feywild, and however much time has
Eh.
passed now, we are
Yep.
unaware of.
You make
yeah.
incredibly deep
That's
connections
definitely-
with
yeah.
people you go into battle with.
Yeah, it has been in our conception of months, it has been a couple of months. In their world of months, it's only been like almost one, but that's because they have like 3 months merged into one. Anyway,
Makes sense.
What is time anyway?
what is time, especially in the Feywild?
I mean,
Anyway,
mostly I was just going. I mean, it makes sense for Thrakus and Jamie to have a whirlwind lesbian romance, but it's a little different for Varys, who's supposed to be like wise.
I mean,
Aw.
one of the first things that he saw Micaiah do was turning into animals, which was super cool. And then the other thing that he thought was super cool was her defending her homeland.
You're not helping. The Varys is a furry thing. You're really not.
It's a cool magical ability.
first thing.
All are making it weird.
I will always.
Why
make it
not
weird.
both?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it is really, really fucking cool to be able to turn into a wolf and like summon a bunch of other wolves, and suddenly you're an entire pack of wolves. That is very cool.
That's pretty cool. Yes, absolutely is. I need
And the
to
fact
just
that she was
stop
like
picturing
on
it.
the front lines defending her city as well too when the incursion happened. She was.
Oh,
the first
yeah,
one
like-
there.
She has very much demonstrated her character to her, and in times of war, very close relationships happen very, very quickly because you're literally saving each other's lives all the time.
Mhm.
So it makes sense to have lots of grief and to be upset seeing your friend like almost cleaved in half in front of you.
Mhm.
Okay, so your eyelessness has
Yeah.
effectively changed just your passive perception,
Okay.
because you are still you're still perceptive. That has not changed, but your ability to naturally perceive things has changed. You don't have that.
Your peripheral vision
Yeah.
is reduced.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So
Aw.
yeah. So that I'm going to say you have -2 to that. So your passive perception will now be
No.
18. I'm just going to try and find a way of actively changing that on the sheet so we don't forget. But in the meantime, Thrakus and Jun, as you're keeping an eye out, looking after everyone, for the first bit, and obviously continuing your work until it's done. You don't see or hear anything out of the ordinary other than like the occasional wisp of wind that whistles through the cavern now that it's open on both sides. That's pretty much it. I'll say that Ailey is going to be volunteering for the next watch. So roll their perception.
I have modified my perception.
Oh, you can
My
modify
passive
the
perception
perception.
is now 18. Yeah, there's a little cogwheel next to the perception button there. And you can go into it.
Sick.
I just put a -2 for the passive bonus.
Sick. Alright. Then we'll leave that as it is then. Well, Ailey also doesn't seem to have any problems, but will awaken you, Avril, at the end of their watch, for you to stay up for the end of it and do another lookout. So roll a perception check for me.
I'm
Nice.
looking around real good, boss.
Yep, and you as well don't notice anything untoward. I'd say that you notice that now that it's still here and that no one's moving around, there's no fight happening, you notice that all the mushrooms around they're a little bit more mobile than they would seem. They do seem to ever so slowly creep themselves across the ground. Yeah, you wouldn't normally notice this, but because you're really paying attention for your look out, you can see just those little changes in light as the ones that are glowing move ever so slightly, and it does seem like they are specifically moving towards the corpses that have now littered the battlefield. Probably going to them right up.
Yep. Well, there's mushrooms like they like dead tissue. That makes sense. But I'm realize that the best and nicest thing that I should have done before everybody started going to bed was make sure everybody was nice and warm. So I'm a yeet me. Oh no, not what I meant. Create bonfire anyway. I'm not toasting my friends.
Yes.
I am finding a nice open space and putting down a bonfire specifically so that then the mushy rooms get the idea that there are living things over here and I will burn them.
Fair enough.
So that they don't get the wrong ideas, you know?
No problems. Yeah, that works fine. It's magic you have. You do it, no problem. Yeah, that's the end of your watch. You don't have to fight anything or defend or anything. You're all good. Everyone can roll their long rests. Varys?
Yes.
As much as you desperately tried, well, not desperately, but
I don't think he even tries. I think he is just awake until he's out.
yeah, he's just awake and then eventually tired enough to just, and then once everyone else starts jostling and getting awake, you awaken and have completed a long rest. So, everyone awakens from their rest. What's the plan? You now have a restitched up Micaiah, complete. Well, you know, it is now whole. There's nothing, you know, she's not at half anymore. There's very clearly stitch marks along her. and she didn't really she didn't wear a lot of clothing, so that did have to also be stitched up to stay on her body. But yeah, if thanks to the magic of gentle repose and from the skillful work that the Rikus has done, you would be fooled into believing that they are simply asleep until you realize that that wound is not a wound as much as it is vitality. So, what are we doing, team?
Getting revenge.
Solid.
I would like to make a shaped thermite charge
All right.
so that I can burn straight through that guy's fucking hand.
Yep.
None of this shooting it. None of this hitting him with the sword. I'm gonna blow his fucking hand off.
I can respect that.
Nice.
All right. Roll me.
Have some iron rust and some gunpowder. I think Varus will probably chuck some spice in there too, just to juice it up.
Fair enough. All right. Roll me a Tinker's Chink.
Are we hungry?
I would say you are, yeah.
Jin's gonna pass around the meals that he has in his pack. I can't remember if we've still got some in the shed.
So what? We ate those outside the Queen of Air and Darkness's castle.
Did we?
Oh no, we managed to find some stuff.
Yeah, you did find some stuff. There is still some meals. Bearing in mind also that there is another person. Well, yeah, there's another person that you guys are forgetting about.
Yeah, Codswallop. We need to get the hell up and see him, if that's who you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, like, I very much went, there's no way we're getting out of here before we can do this.
Yeah.
And he's been hungry before. Poor boy.
Let's go up to see him and then eat.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen to get going.
Right.
We'll have to be carrying Micaiah's body between two of us.
Okay.
Avril, who is wonderfully talented at #reading the room, is going to be stumbling along behind y'all, happily going, wow, I used to be in a room just like this, but like a really, really big one, but it was more fancy. It was still underground, but it was like fancy one of these rooms instead of like, you know, like with the mushrooms and stuff. Like, not realizing that quite likely none of you are listening or care.
Oh, Ailey will be entirely engaged in your conversation.
Very true, actually.
Yeah.
And Ellie will be like, how fancy were their shinies?
There was so many shinies, but there was also lots of stuff that was trying to kill me.
I think
That's usually how it goes.
I think it's at this moment that Varus realizes that the eye that always twitches when he gets annoyed is the one that's now gone.
Oh god. Thrax is really struggling to hold this stretcher with one arm.
Yeah.
Jin's gonna be like, come on, Ailey, get in there. Thrak has lost a fucking arm.
So you guys are at the bottom of these stairs.
Yep.
There is a rope that has been.
There are two ropes.
No, because it was the grappling
I
hook.
left my grapple gun behind.
Oh, you left your grapple gun behind? Okay, cool. So there's two ropes here.
I mean, I didn't know whether or not we would have to make a quick exit, so thought 2 ways up would be better.
That's fair.
Considering how many people we have.
Well, Ailey has no problem flying up. So they're up.
You
but
okay, Codswallop, buddy?
He like looks over the the ledge to you guys and is just happily panting away. Woof. So you have another whole person to get up here? What's the plan?
Well, let's see. So we've got more rope, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got some rope.
Yeah. Because we'll be able to tie some to each end, and then, you know, do a knot in the middle so that that's its center of gravity, and we'll be able to hoist her up that way. But we'll have to shimmy up ourselves first. Someone with managing to carry a rope at the same time, even if it's just tied around them. Like, so it has slack on it.
What if
Does that make
I
sense?
what if I send one of you to the top?
Are any of us in bad enough shape we can't climb up?
You were missing an arm.
Arikas has one arm.
I have 2 legs and a whole other arm. I can shimmy up a rope.
With your teeth?
With my legs and my hand. You know that climbing a rope is mostly the legs, right?
You hear like a really high pitched
Maybe you want to transport yourself.
I mean, we do have one person who definitely can't climb the rope. Do you want to magic?
I'm concerned that that'll interfere with any other spells, you know, especially in the Fey realm.
Point.
Like, I'm not 100% on using more spells on her.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. If any of my shit will come up. What? Fucking hell. Sorry if I accidentally rolled anything else.
Yeah, you're not sure.
The fact that Therikus is actually intelligent and never manages to be intelligent.
But Avril, you
It
can
is.
also roll an Arcana check for me as well.
Boop, there it is. Oh yeah, no. No, I'm
Yeah, you're not sure
so
either.
smart, but I have no idea if it would work.
Like, Therikus is new to this magic stuff, really not new to survival skills and not work, and being able to move things on her own without any help from her time alone.
In the group I traveled with before you, I was actually the cleverest person there.
Oh, cool. Did they die?
Well,
That sounds like
Anyway.
a yes.
it's funnier
Sorry.
if you know that my int score is 12.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be real here. But you are, you're not, you aren't first, in front of anybody. You're first tied. So.
Intelligence is not the group's forte.
No, it's not.
I love that. Everyone's like, I'm still got it.
No book smarts here. Anyway, I'll get strength checks from everybody, except for Ailey, because they can just fly up, to see how well you climb up. Unless you are planning on vortex warping yourself up there, everyone.
I have to select another creature I can see. I do not think I can
No, you
target
can't
myself.
do yourself.
Yeah.
Unless there's somebody else you want to vortex warp up there.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
All right then, strength checks from everybody.
Can we get Ailey to fly Micaiah up?
They can try, but they'll need to roll a strength check for that.
So I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to do it.
I will also cast guidance on Ailey.
Okay.
It's only an extra 1.
So I'll do strength check. That's
Oh, no.
4 to
Jesus.
strength. Varys, you are watching this extremely closely, so please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, sure thing.
Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
No,
So-
that's
Not too bad.
12's fine. So you watch as Ailey picks up Micaiah's body bag and immediately struggles with their oldness and lifting and drops Micaiah into your awaiting
Oh,
arm into your awaiting arms, and you're like, yeah, I could see that coming.
Yep.
like, why? Why are you? I drop out of it and here for 2 frickin' seconds. You guys are up to this ridiculousness. The Ruckus would not let this happen. Shit. One arm or not. Also, I got kicked out of off of
Out of Foundry?
The game.
Foundry, yeah. So
Okay.
it won't let me get back in until I
Hold on.
restart this computer.
Hold on. Can you
I mean, it's fine. We're not doing battle.
can you just refresh and see if it works?
I did.
No, one more time. I've properly kicked you from the game.
Nope.
Okay. Fine, that's fine.
Basically, I can get to the join game session, but it says that the Ruckus is still in game.
Okay. Well,
So I can't join.
I've rolled your strength check to see if you can climb up.
Oh,
And you also got a 3, so you
We're so strong today.
tumble back down to the ground. But Jun and Avril managed to climb up, no problems.
It's kind of thematic though that everyone's knackered and feeling the bad.
Yeah.
And all of you are like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah. So currently at the bottom is Ailey, Varys, and Micaiah.
Dude, I need to look at my spells.
And Thrakus.
I'm very frustrated that I can't access any of my shit.
Well, currently prepared spells are your
No,
decompose.
because I haven't changed those from when we did long rest, which is what I needed to do.
Okay, fair enough. Please try and refresh it again. You should not be in the game right now.
I have been constantly refreshing
Okay,
it
hold
this
down,
entire time.
hold down Control when you press. Sorry, hold down Control and press F5. Hopefully that also clears the cache.
Nope.
God damn it.
Computers.
Doesn't make
that's
any
trying
sense.
to run. Fit both of us off of the same Wi-Fi.
But it shouldn't affect your connection to this thing. I've logged you out of it. That's why it's weird that it's not there.
Okay, but this always happens because the Wi-Fi boots me for a couple of minutes.
And I don't know why it
Generally
does
happens
that.
at least once every frickin'
I need to plug you in. I need to wire this house up with more Ethernet ports. I'll get there.
It's on the list.
What? I mean, I can give you a list of all of your spells, if you like. I can send you a screenshot of them.
It's nearly 10.
Yes. I was just hoping to get you guys out of this before we finished up.
We can put her into the bag of holding. I don't like it, but we can do it.
Ugh.
Yeah. We'll take her out when we get back up there. Just to save possibly dropping her,
I suppose that makes sense.
creating more of a
God damn it, I've heard nothing.
problem.
Okay, I'm sending you your spells. If I can find you. God damn it. Not on that list. Okay. Obviously, you've got Ray of Sickness, Decompose, and False Life at the top of that. But those are all of your spells. If you think that any of them will help you, again, Varys has offered to put Micaiah in the bag of holding temporarily to get you guys up there. As it stands, Thorak is the only one who's failed to climb up. Varys is yet to try. And Avril is able to vortex warp someone up. If the need arises.
Well, I can use my gun to get myself up. If you all want to go up, I'll go last.
Thrakus?
I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what?
We're still at the bottom of the stairs, the broken down stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't climbed up yet.
Yes.
And I've failed at climbing up.
Yeah.
Fun.
So, what's the plan? Do you want to put Micaiah in the bag of holding?
No!
I don't like it either, but
Who said that? No!
I did, because how else are we going to do it?
Okay, like, seriously?
Not forever, like literally just until we get up there.
No, not even until, no. The whole plan for me to create this, like, to make sure she's bundled in rope so she'll be nice and safe. Have someone have the rope, tie it at the other end, up the top. Then we all get to the top, and we haul her up.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh! Since when did this turn into all these other things?
John's like, I'm tying a rope.
Thank you.
Alright. Cool. Well, then Bailey will fly up to the top. Varys, you're going to use the grapple gun to get up?
Gun? Yeah.
Cool. Maricus is going to need an assistance to get up. Avril, if you would kindly vortex warp them.
Are you ready, friend?
Yep.
And chew.
Cool. Alright. And using the combined strength of all of you and Codswallop, you successfully pull up Micaiah without any incidents.
And deposit her gently and safely on the ground.
Yes. You've successfully made your way out of the crypt and are back into the cemetery. And that is where we're going to finish up for tonight, because, oh boy.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened, and a lot is going to continue happening. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Almost all of us survived the attempt of a TPK though, so that's something.
That's something. There's a couple of you who were on death's door just then, who have survived. Yeah. No dead characters. No dead player characters, at least. That's something.
Still, dead friends.
Dead friends is sad.
Like,
Yeah.
this is a
Dead
very
friends is sad.
important NPC.
It is. So, thanks everybody for joining us. Yeah, we'll see you all next time. See how it goes. Bye bye.
Bye.